Good morning, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the PSCL Game 1 in the morning on Sunday. Currently, we have the Blue Sox versus the Haymakers. And sorry for the delay, we were having a little bit of some technical difficulties, but we were able to resolve it to bring you some baseball this morning. Currently, we are on the top of the third inning. The Haymakers are currently leading 2-0 with one out currently. And pitching for the Blue Sox, we have Brandon Securos coming in the bottom of the top of the second inning, coming in to relieve Anthony Murdica.
And right now we have a pinch runner for Evan Percival, the catcher. It is number 27, Gaku Yamamoto.
Yeah, currently the bases are loaded with one out still here in the top of the third inning. It's still 2-0. There's still a lot of ball left as they'll play 7 innings today or 2 hours, whichever comes first. And Ray Martinez takes for strike one. And currently the Blue Sox are standing 4-5 for their overall record, but they're 4 games back and currently in 6th place. While the Haymakers are 2 wins, 6 losses, and 1 tie, 5.5 games back, currently in 9th. But there is still 2 more weeks of gameplay, so there's still a lot of time for them to gain some ground in the standings. Swings of that one, and it looks like it's out of play for strike 2. The Haymakers currently have 4 hits and 2 runs, and the Blue Sox currently have 2 hits and no runs so far. Ball's been put in play, but they just can't seem to find a hole out there. And the count currently stands at 1-2 for Ray Martinez, the second baseman. Swings at the pitch, goes to the second baseman, and they get the tag. Can he get the throw? Yes, he does, just in time. And that'd be it for the top of the third inning with the double play. Great way to end it. And we'll be right back after this break.
Family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed. Exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true.
And welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL as the Blue Sox take on the Haymakers. Currently, the Haymakers are leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. And due up for the Blue Sox, we have Gino Girardi coming up to bat in the 9-hole. Their lineup looks like Evan Rubley is the number 1 hitter playing second base. Michael Kirk batting second is the extra hitter. Reese Martinez batting third is the first baseman. Jack Schaefer playing left field is the cleanup hitter batting fourth. And he takes for strike 1. It's currently a 2-1 count for Gino Girardi. Carson Reed's batting fifth, playing catcher today. Tyler Cabana is the DH batting sixth. Brandon McClain playing shortstop is at seventh. Carter Martinez playing third base batting eighth. And a swing and a miss for strike two. Currently a 2-2 count for Gino Girardi. Batting ninth is currently Gino Girardi with a 2-2 count. And to round it out, batting 10th is Mitchell Denny, playing center field today. Gino Girardi pops it up in shallow center field. The second baseman, and he dropped it. Center fielder was able to get out of his way, but he was not able to hold on to that ball. Very close play.
That's a tough one to score because I can't see if the ball went in his glove and then bounced out, or if it went behind him because he's kind of battling in the sun.
Yeah.
I think we'll give them a benefit of the doubt. I think we're gonna rule that a hit.
Yeah, it was in no man's land pretty much, and also the sun is gonna be a big factor as it's up in the sky, blue skies, beautiful day, just out of his reach. So now we have a runner on at second. Gino Girardi was able to leg it out to turn it into a double. Excuse me, it was a hit and an extra base as it stayed up long enough for him to keep advancing. So now there's a runner on second with no outs. This is the Blue Sox chance to get something on the board early on. And now we have Mitchell Denny, number 34, playing center field, coming up to bat. Mitchell Denny's out of Frank Phillips College. And he pops that one up. The shortstop's coming in. Looks like left fielder's called him off to collect the first out here in the top of the third inning. So we have one out here. Haymakers currently leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. And now we have the leadoff hitter, Evan Rebley, playing second base today, who flied out to the first baseman his first time around.
Evan Rebley, it was a pop one. It was popped up, and there was not much room in foul territory for Rebley to make that catch, but he stood his ground, and it was a good play.
Yeah, great play too. Evan Rebley is currently uncommitted, standing at 5'10", 160 pounds. Currently batting .286 in his last game against the Chill on June 20th. Had 2 RBIs, a double, with 1 strikeout, so he had a great day for himself. He takes for ball 1. So starting on second here in the bottom of the third inning, Haymakers currently leading 2-0. They collected 4 hits, while the Blue Sox are still waiting to get on the board, and they have 3 hits. Third one coming in this inning by Gino Girardi. He takes for ball 2.
Yeah, both teams have 3 hits, but only the Haymakers have been able to capitalize on them as it's 2-0 game. 1 out in the bottom third, runner in scoring position. Strike 1.
Yeah, great game so far. And the starting pitcher for the Haymakers is going to be Whitfield Hayden.
And Anthony Murdica, he started on the mound for the Blue Sox, but came out after just 1 out and 4 batters faced. I think it was a little sick, and so Sequeiro came in to relieve him.
Count currently stands at 3-1 here in the bottom of the third inning for Evan Rebley. Runner at second, taking a pretty decent lead there. Takes for strike 2, outside corner. Whitfield was able to work his way back into the count, making a full 3-2. Still with 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Haymakers are currently leading 2-0. Whitfield checks the runner real quick just to take a look. And Rebley's able to fight it off, staying alive, seeing his 6th pitches at bat. This will be number 7 coming up for him. It's making Hayden work for this out. But there's been quite a few foul balls so far. The hitters are seeing the ball take very well.
Yeah, here's the thing that was funny about Hayden Whitfield. It's Whitfield Hayden, excuse me. Whitfield is his first name, not his last name. So I had to double check with the coach to make sure he put his first name in the right spot. But yeah, Whitfield Hayden, unique name. I like it. It's his last name as a first name and first name as a last name. That's what you usually expect.
Yeah, Whitfield will be making his 4th start this summer. Currently pitched 7.2 innings. Yeah, great at bat for the guy Rebley. That'll be his 8th pitch. And this will be the 2nd full count so far between his work. Whitfield looks at runner, taking a pretty decent lead there. Comes and fires. Did he foul it off? Yes, he did. Stays alive yet again.
I thought it looked like he swung and missed and didn't make contact, and that would have been a rare strikeout pass ball occurrence without him advancing. So
Yeah, it looks like he got the tip of the bat just to stay alive. This would be pitch number 9 coming up for Evan Ribley. Takes low as he was in swing mode and was able to spit on it and take his walk. Great bat by him. And now the Michael Kirk struck out his first time around. And which is also the Blue Sox only strikeout. They've been putting the ball in play and taking their walks as if, oh no, excuse me, that's only their first walk today. So they've been putting the ball in play. Not much you can ask for if you're the offense. Hit it somewhere and see what the defense could do. So runners are currently standing at first and second. Fouls that one back for strike 1.
looking to keep a close eye on the third baseman for the Haymakers. That's Dominic Tomasi, because he's ready. He's down ready to scoop anything up. It is a force down and potentially a double play.
Yeah, that's something they need here if you want to keep the Blue Sox shut out. Whatever they can't keep it off. Looks like the Blue Sox continue to follow anything else that's close to the zone. Yeah, just like you said, a double play here would get him out of the inning as he's found himself a bit of a jam. Although he was able to get out of it the second inning. He was on first and second. Woodley was pinch running and stole second after single by Reed. Now it's the first base for a hit just out of his reach. But he moved station to station. Now he has to be going in the bottom of the third inning. Great 2-strike hitting by Kirk, the extra hitter today. And now we have Gio Girardi standing at third, and Evan Reed moved to second base.
Yeah, loaded bases with for Martinez, and you were scoring the game at the turf field, and you saw a grand slam.
Yeah, that was fun to see. It's always fun to see homes like that.
Yeah, and here we have an interesting position that the Haymakers have put themselves in defensively. They have a 2-run lead, but right now the tying scoring position, the go-ahead run, is on first.
Swing and a miss by Martinez, first baseman. Was a hit by pitch first time around. Now basically pitching again 2 retired today, but they'll still have to put it in place. Everything seems to be going their way this inning. Takes ball 1, count currently stands at 1-1 apiece. With 1 out, Haymakers currently leading 2-0. Although the Blue Sox get the bases only 1 out. Shoots it up the middle, bars off the pitcher's glove. Second base tags second, and they were able to turn the double play with bases loaded. So Hayden's having himself a day. Showing off their glove today, making some spectacular plays out of jams. So Blue Sox going to capitalize on those bases loaded. We'll be right back after the break.
All right. Okay.
What play? Love seeing that. I like that. That ball just kept going. I thought it was gonna hit a car.
Was it? Oh, in the parking lot, like over the left field wall?
Yeah, that you heard it off the bat. Boom! A loud bang.
So I'll score this game in in the home teams.
Okay.
Because I was keeping an eye on everything a little bit closer because you were focusing on that. So you can score the second game.
Okay, thank you.
So that's the second time. Actually, no, that's the third time that's the 5th double play in the game, and that's the 3rd time it was a 4 unassisted and then a 4-3.
Oh yeah, this.
Yeah, because there was the 4U, then the 4-3 in the top third, then in the bottom.
Everyone knows good things come threes, like Dave and Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play. Buy online or in-store today.
yellow. Power baseball fans.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL. We do have a nail-biter today as Whitfield Hayden was able to get out of a bases-loaded jam with the help of his defense. Turned a double play. They had one out, bases loaded, as they were collecting hits. They had a double and a single, and everyone was moving station to station, but he worked his way out of it to keep the Blue Sox shut out. Great inning by them. Whitfield Hayden would be the name to remember if he could continue with this outing. Went through 3 innings of work with no runs. Haymakers are currently leading 2-0 coming into the top of the 4th inning.
And there's already been 4 double plays through 3 innings thus far, and a couple of 4 unassisteds, and then a put out at first base.
Yeah, both teams are showing off the leather today.
Very good infielding by both teams.
And it takes for ball 4. Something you don't need if you're the Blue Sox. Haymakers continue to rack up hits as they have 2 already. 1 in the first and 1 run in the third. So the Haymakers lineup looks like batting first, James Ballesteros. Playing shortstop, batting second is Owen McGuinn. Playing center field. Batting third is Augie Cohen. The extra hitter, the cleanup hitter, batting fourth is Evan Percival. Catching, batting fifth is Ray Martinez. Playing second base. Batting sixth is Trey Quesada, the DH.
This is popped up in the foul territory behind the plate, making the play.
And that was Dominic Tomasi, the 7th hole hitter, popping out to the catcher. And after Trey Quesada was Dominic Tomasi, who just popped out, playing third base. Evan Casanoy playing right field, batting 8th. Nathan LeBeau, first baseman, batting 9th. Rounded out for the Haymakers. Aiden Holcomb playing right field, batting 10th. We're currently in the top of the 4th inning. Haymakers leading 2-0. They have a run around first from a walk. Evan Casanoy, the right fielder, taken for strike 1. Ooh, swings it over, hits it over the shortstop. Trey Quesada rounding second, and keep going. He was able to advance from first and third. That single, so now they have runners in the corners. Trey Quesada standing at third after that hit, and Evan Casanoy on first. Still with 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. A lot of action going on today, folks.
He advanced partially because it was not necessarily an error, but the left fielder for the Blue Sox, Jack Schaefer, he slid, and it got just a little bit away from him, and he would have rounded third anyways. But seeing there, that would have been resulting in error had Evan Casanoy gone to second.
Yeah, great running by him. See the play since it was in front of him, and he was able to advance. And I'll do it with Nate LeBeau, first base, 99, took for ball 1.
Yeah, the Blue Sox defense may be trailing, but they have 3 double plays so far today, so their fielding has done very well. Clean game so far, no errors for either side.
Yeah, the ball's getting hit. That's all you can do for the offense. All they're into 1-9. All they were to get something going in the third. That's and a double. Ended up on the bases, but they just couldn't finish the job. They did hit it up the middle, but they were able to double play, and Haymakers were able to out it. So now Nathan LeBeau standing 1 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here at the top of the 4th inning. Haymakers are leading 2-0. They could 5 hits and no errors. Blue Sox 0 runs, 4 hits. So both teams combined have 9 hits in total. We're only here at the top of the 4th. Shoots it down the line, foul, yanked it. Counts currently with a 2-2 apiece, so with one out. They do have the opportunity. Blue Sox to turn double play to limit damage. Just like you mentioned before, Charlie, both teams are trying multiple double plays so far. It looks like it's time call, or it's just the Fighters retrieving the foul.
They don't want to end the play, could result in interference in some form or fashion. So now play will resume.
And Casanoy currently standing at first. Trey Quesada currently standing at third. Pops it up. Is this gonna stay in? And ooh, great win into the Haymakers dugout. They were able to get out the way, but it was just out of their reach. Still a 2 count here for Nathan LeBeau.
It was Reese Martinez that raced over, and it bounced right in front of one of the chairs. They all got up. They didn't try to interfere with the play. It was just, you couldn't quite get there in time. He slowed down. He didn't want to collide with anything. That was a tough play to make.
Yeah, those are always tough. Getting to the opposing team dugout. Gotta watch out for the chairs. It's always fun to see, though. Seeing how they make adjustments. Then he shoots it down the line to left field. There it is. Stays fair. Quesada comes in to score. Evan Casanova goes to third. Aiden Holcomb himself a double. No, excuse me, Ethan Lowe gives himself a double. REA double, bringing now they're leading 3-0 here in the top of the fourth inning over the Blue Sox.
That was good. The placement was perfect, and we saw balls hit over there earlier. They're just in foul territory, and now you have a situation. It's slowly getting out of hand for the Blue Sox. Siqueiros, like we said before, it came in a little earlier than it should have. Just Murdo, coming out early, and now Aiden Holcomb in the bottom of the order. Just went out, and he's left. He ropes this in all likelihood over the field. He could drive a couple more runs.
Yes, Siqueiros has 8 innings pitched and only has a 4 ERA, so he's doing pretty well. Collected a total of 7 strikeouts. And has 3 games where no earned runs came in, so he's been rolling so far. He left the matchup here. And then Holcomb coming up the bat, struck out his first time around. Now he's running the second and third. Down hole 2. Shoots up in the air. Foul ball looks like catch under it. Collects second out. Haymakers are currently lead 3-0 here in the top of the 4th inning. That'll be his second foul out for Brandon Siqueiros, collecting fouls. Only allowed 1 run so far.
Think about the catcher who's made both outs already. Unassisted fly out, F2 twice. That's not something you typically see in your scorebook. But we're now back at the top of the.
Shoots it into the gaff. Center fielder calls off the right fielder, and they collect the 3rd out. So he was able to limit the damage with runners in scoring position at 2nd and 3rd. Haymakers currently leading 3-0, heading to the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll be right back after this break.
Middle 4th. Okay, here we go. One, two. So yeah, 6 hits for the Haymakers, 4 for the Blue Sox, and then
What's hot mics?
I don't know. All he said was hot mics. We didn't say anything inappropriate. I don't know. Maybe he just didn't know. Maybe he thought that we didn't know we were live. Maybe that's what it was. Because like we're just doing our thing here. Let's see. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, if it just crashes like that, then we're in trouble. See, look, it takes a while for it to disappear. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Very slow. So how many times we just have to wait? Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Man, this is a good game too.
Mm-hmm.
Shoots it over shortstop.
Yeah, we're not live.
16. Oh.
Okay, it's all right. I'll tell you when we are. No,
Oh,
stay where you are. That could
Oh
be
yeah.
costly.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
That's
very
right. Way to be
nice.
aggressive.
There's something winning in the agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos.
Checking out the art scene or dining at restaurants. When they spend money, we all score.
Welcome back, folks, and thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL. We have the Blue Sox taking on the Haymakers. And sorry for the delay, we had technical difficulties, but Jack Schaefer was able to explode with the leadoff triple. He was sliding head first on the exciting play as the left fielder was able to throw it in, but it was not in time. Very exciting play to start off the inning.
Because it went all the way to the warning track, and there was a chance, though, that it could have went all the way to the fence. That bought him enough time, but usually those types of hits just get you a double, but he had an extra 90 feet.
Yeah, great relay by the Haymakers as well, as they were able to make it real close. Bang, bang play. Schaefer was just able to beat it out. Solid all the way, too. Great base running by both teams. And now batting, we have Carson Reed, the catcher, who was able to get a single his first time around with no outs here, so he's been seeing the ball well. Anything on the ground is pretty much going to put him on the board here. Shoots it up into the outfield. Right fielder's calling it off. Doesn't tag. Does not want to test the arm. Evan Casanova, as he threw it, fired it again to stop him from preventing a run. So now we have one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Haymakers are currently leading 3-0.
That was a good throw in because the awareness of Jack Schaefer at third base as well to know it didn't have the distance into the right field for him to advance. Instead, it's not a sacrifice fly, and we still run on.
Yeah, great play by both teams. Wait till hit had traffic early on. He had bases loaded. The Blue Sox had bases loaded back in the third inning with one out, and he was able to get out with a double play. His defense is helping him out a lot. Now doing a turn on the DH for ball one. Pitchers are pitching a doozy today. Ball 2-0. Still with one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Haymakers turning leading 3-0, collected 6 hits. Blue Sox 0, but they do have 5 hits. Fouls it off as they took the bat for strike one. Whitfield heading, gets a sign from the catcher. Shoots it over the infield, and it drops for a hit. Blue Sox are on the board as they finally been going their way. They were able to collect hits earlier, but they just had nothing short, but now they do. They got triple, bringing in Jack Schaefer. That would be the Blue Sox 6th hit of the day.
Yeah, and they each team has 6 hits, but Blue Sox still trailing 3-1, one out. They have an opportunity to tie this game. The tying run at the plate, Brandon Banks.
Yeah, his last time around against the Chill on June 20th, had 2 hits, a single, a double, and scored. Brandon McLean takes for ball 1. Blackbon is currently standing at first base with a single. Shoots right to center field, lines it out. Right for hitting. Ball was pieced, but right to center field, then second out. And now we have Carter Martinez. Currently 0 for 1.
Carter Martinez, yeah, fielder's choice in his first plate appearance, and ahead of him on the base, Brandon McLean Banks, he was tagged out going to second. That ended the inning.
Takes for strike one. Carter Martinez, with 8 at-bats, only struck out twice. So he's usually going to put the ball in play, which is something you need here. And he sure does again. Shoots it up the middle to move. Turn the combine in a second. That'll make their 7th hit for the Blue Sox. They have him again. But let's see if he can continue to get a run here. Whitfield Hayden's been able to get out of jams. And now we have Gino Girardi, who doubled his first time around. Haymakers currently lead 3-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It looks like the Blue Sox are having a rally here with 2 outs.
Yeah, the tying run on the board, leading run at the plate.
Swinging this for strike 1. This will be the 3rd hit in this inning.
And they now, Blue Sox eclipse the Haymakers as far as hits go, but the runs, they're still down by 2. So that they're able to get runners on is a problem, which is leaving them stranded.
Yeah, they're hitting the ball, but it's just right to the fielders. Shoots it over to third base, and he's able to tag third base and get out of the inning. He was able to look damage, but the Haymakers are still leading 3-1, heading into the top of the 5th inning. We'll be right back after this break.
So Zach's super choppy on YouTube.
Like the
stream, like it's not a clean bit rate, like it.
Oh, it's like
audio,
laggy.
Yeah, and the audio. So
okay.
like
It's always.
It's always something, man.
Is that winning? No.
No. I just put a question mark in the chat. I don't know what he was doing. I do not know. Okay, that's Carol's pick. No, not did I. I don't even usually say bad stuff anyway on or off here, so it's like not an issue for me. Let me out. There we go.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner
The Haymakers are currently leading 3-1 here. We've seen a lot of balls been put in play, a lot of base running, great base running by both teams. We have ourselves a great game. Whitfield Hayden was able to get out of a jam yet again. If we continue this trend, they'll be able to walk away with the win.
Yeah, they're Haymakers.
Yeah, the Blue Sox only did one strike. They put it in play, but they're just right at the fielders. Not much you can do at that point for the offense. Put it in play and see what defense can do. Haymakers currently have 6 hits, and the Blue Sox 7 with 1 run. Count currently stands 3-0 for the batter, Owen McGuinn. Takes for strike 1. Counts currently 1 balls, 1 strike. Top of the 5th inning. Still a lot of game left. Fouled it off for strike 2. Now each team has been 4 runs. It shows how great the defense is and the pitching, as both starters are still in there. Counts currently 3-2 with no outs. Owen McGuinn leading off their fielder. Got a hit his first round. Excuse me, 2 for 2 with the walk. And the outgoing extra hitter with the bat who had an RBI single back in the 3rd inning. So it looks like there's going to be a mound visit. Don't see anyone warming up yet.
Looks like there's someone going to be relieving him.
Well, there you go.
Coming in right now. So yeah, Siqueiros is done. And we'll get a new pitcher. We'll be right back. I think that's number, what is it, number
10?
I think I tend to.
Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, let's see.
This is the Blue Sox.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. I don't even. Oh yeah, I do. Ken Mudry. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mudry. So that means 67. 3.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
And the hot climbers.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in into Game 1 of the PSCL. Count's currently standing at 2-2 for Ray Martinez. Owen Gunn was able to get a leadoff walk, and then Augie Cohen struck out, and Evan Percival flew out to the center fielder. So we currently have 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. And sorry for the delay, we had a technical difficulty, so now Ray Martinez currently standing in a full count now. Still with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. The Haymakers are leading 3-1 over the Blue Sox. Switch it over to third base. He fields it, fires it in, and they were able to collect the 3rd out. And we'll be right back after this message. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL. The Blue Sox are taking on the Haymakers. Although the Haymakers are leading 3-1 heading into the bottom of the 5th. Blue Sox did have their chance the past 2 innings in the 4th and the 3rd, as they had bases loaded twice. Although in the 4th they were able to get 1 run across, but Whitfield Hayden just continues to get out of the jams with his stellar defense behind him, turning double plays. And now Mitchell Denny took for strike 1. Whitfield fires it back in for strike 2.
Really good at throwing that changeup, and it's off speed, a little outside. He's gotten many of the pitches that have been called strikes on that exact same pitch, and it's easy to recognize too.
Takes low for ball 1. Mitchell Denny has a great eye up there today. Was in swing mode the first 2 pitches and was able to let that one go. With Hayden having himself an outing. Takes for ball 2. Counts currently even 2-2 apiece.
You were here at Micromania last night, right?
Yeah,
How was that?
That was fun. Very entertaining. Crowd was getting into it. The wrestlers were talking with the crowd as well. Now Mitchell Denny worked it to a full count. He was down 0-2 and worked it back into it. This would be a 6th pitch. This at making Whitfield earn this first out.
Yeah, and they were told like the truck would like over the ring. I didn't know how big it was, and I knew where it was gonna feel.
Strike 3 and a miss. Mitchell was able to full count with Hayden putting the first out. That had behind home actually right here in the grass area.
It was a good. It's probably. I mean, it should have been obvious because I was so far away. And there's only people can sit here, and but I wasn't sure size, and it was put to take right by some of the colleagues.
Yeah, it was pretty quick too. Easy to put up, easy to take down with teamwork on hands. And now do it early. Ball 1. Had walk his around in the 3rd. One there. With 3-0 for 2. And currently heading on 2-0. Now Whitfield only allowed 1 walk, scoring 1 strikeout. Only walking back in 3. Takes over for ball 3. He's an 8 out zone. Both the offense looking at great pitches.
And this point game, Blue Sox probably like being more patient. They want to be aggressive before. They want to take what the pitcher gives them and take the safer route of being on base, hoping for a walk.
Yeah, you're taking pitches, looking at Pitches over the zone. But now he takes for ball 4. That'll only be his second walk of the day so far. And we're through 5 innings. Actually, 4 innings. We're in about the 5th. Haymakers are leading 3-1 over the Blue Sox. And we have Michael Kirk. Currently, who had hit his last time in 3rd inning. So 1 out here in about 5th inning. Takes ball 1.
5 straight balls for Hayden. He's going most 4 of them on the inside and 1 on the outside.
Hit and run. Center fielder's calling it. And it goes over his head. Everything around 3rd. And it looked like it would be a double for Michael Kirk. Runners currently standing at 2nd and 3rd with Evan Ridley standing at 3rd. And Michael Kirk at 2nd. Still with no outs. Excuse me, there's 1 out now here. The 5th inning looks like have something going for the end.
Yeah, that particular was only because it was in center field, but the center fielder wasn't far back enough. That was McGuinn. Evan Ridley was going to 2nd. He kind of stops halfway. Think he should go back. And then when it bounces, he keeps grounding over there, and that he could have come home. So the double, Michael Kirk put 2 runs scored for the Sox. Now, Reese Martinez representing the tying run is coming to play.
Yeah, the Bill Hayden's no this as back in his better and 4th. He had track, but he was able to get out of it. 11 runs far through 4 support. Now if it's playing in. Do Reese Martinez. Martinez hit Arkansas Rich Mountain. Currently batting .312. Hits and scored twice. Takes a straight 1. Haymakers still lead 1 in about 5th inning. Blue Sox collected 8 hits, while Haymakers have collected 6. Takes ball 1 down in the dirt. Comes currently even at 1-1. Still with 1 out. Here in about 5th inning.
The Blue Sox have been knocking on the door the last 3 innings as they were down 2-0 in the bottom 3rd. There's strike 2. Straining runs has been an issue. This is their best chance yet.
With 1 out, basic, but how do you bring in 1? Whatever, he kind of shoot over the infield. Hit hard enough to get past him. Count currently stands at 1 and 2. Martinez 1 out. Haymakers are leading. The Blue Sox 3-1 here in about 5th inning. We got Michael Kirk standing at 2nd and Zach Berry. It's away for 2. Great take. Counts Kirk 2-2. With Hayden taking a deep breath, there's some pressure here now. Miss low for ball 3. Reese Martinez able to work back to a full count.
That's another thing, Blue Sox, not just on base, but also working to count to full after they've been down.
That's been great. Big balls low. It's away for ball 4. He has bases loaded. Although the Haymakers could turn a double play with the weak grounder, as they've been doing great so far, turning double plays and feeling the ball where it's hit them.
Yeah, so as it stands, it's the bottom 5th. Tying run for the Blue Sox. They trail 3-1 with 1 out.
And now we have Jake Schaefer. Quite a triple back in the 4th inning. Without coming to score. This chance again to do some damage. Bases loaded, 1 out. Middle infield playing back. Strike 1. It looks like the second baseman has a chip. Going for close side. Standing right behind second base. Does have Jack Schaefer has a lot of room between 2nd and 1st. Let's do it. Shoot it to the gap. Go up 1. Can do some damage. Now he's down 0-2 now. Will he make some quick work again? Looks like Jays aren't going after his breaking pitches. They're not chasing or swinging out of the zone at all. They're going to chase on that breaking pitch down and away. But it takes 1.
You don't want to start 0-2 in the count and then get the full again if you're Hayden, because you have 1 run, your team has a slim. You got to some more in the zone, because at least they don't swing will be straight.
Yeah, or if he gets on top, he can hit it into the shift. But it doesn't matter anymore. Struck him out to get the 2nd out of the inning. Be 2nd strikeout before this win alone. And now they'll be number 20, Carson Reed. But the hit so far back in the 2nd inning. And look, they're taking the shift. It had Jake Schaefer in. 2nd base, behind 2nd base. And shoot it over to right field, and they get 3rd out of an inning yet again. Bases loaded. Wood getting himself day. Blue Sox currently lose 1-3. Right back after the break.
Okay. Yeah, once again, they leave runners stranded. But even though they have 2 hits in the Haymakers.
Yeah, hit it ball.
Yeah.
That's baseball for you.
That's baseball.
Okay. At the end of the show, be honest, like, oh, ball was hit.
Okay, Mudry still pitching. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Welcome back, folks, and thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL. We have ourselves a doozy today. Whitfield Hayden has been able to work himself out of the jam through 3 straight innings, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, with the help behind his defense. And now due up for the Haymakers, we have Trey Casada, who popped it out to the second base at shallow center field at the first out. Haymakers currently leading 3-1 over the Blue Sox. 14 hits combined for both teams. But a lot of the hits are getting put right into the fielders' hands. The fielder's been having a great game as well, turning multiple plays for both sides. Now we have Dominic Masi, baseman, taking for strike 1.
So Monty 0-1 walked in the second inning, flew out the catcher in the 4th.
Now the count's currently 1-1.
Murray came in after the leadoff batter in the previous inning.
Take the ball to currently 2 apiece with 1 out. Murray will get in the desert. Recent high school graduate. Tomasi shoots shortstop, short field, and collects second out. Mudry's last game was against the 28. Went 3 innings, allowed 1 earned run. Although he did collect 4 strikeouts, so he did have a great out in his last time around, and he's showing right now. Continuing the trend.
He faced Illinois, who grounded into a double play in the second and had a single in the 4th.
Breaking pitch, strike 1. What a way to play it away. Tried to go fastball there in the same spot, but he missed. Foul 1. Count stands at 1-2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th inning, Haymaker currently leading 3-1 over the Blue Sox. Illinois looks like they're going to be real, and there is. First baseman called out Terry, collected 3rd out of the inning. Looking for Cam Mudry. We rag the break.
Okay. Yeah, he got through that in just 9 pitches.
9 pitches.
All right, new pitcher. Let's see who we got. Line for Hayden in just a second. Go ahead.
Tyler Cabana shoots it over to 3rd. He fields it, and he's able to collect the 1st out of the inning. For the 1st out. And now we have Brandon McClain, the shortstop.
So the final line for Whitfield Hayden: 5 innings, 86 pitches, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 8 hits, 1 run, and it was earned.
A great day for him. Missed away for ball 1. Swings for strike one. Counts currently even at 1-1. Haymakers are currently leading 3-1 over the Blue Sox here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Excuse me. Bottom of the 6th inning. He ducked away to avoid being hit for ball 2, as that one slipped out of his hands. McClain's over the fielder. He's going to hit the wall, and it does. He's rounding first, and hit second. The left fielder, Schaefer, back. No, excuse me. The left fielder back in to a double as the runner again in scoring position. Now let's see if they can take advantage of this. They've been a little cold with runners on, as they only had one that went through.
Yeah, it was a lead as well in the RBI coming on by Tyler Cabana to bring home Jack Schaefer. But keep in mind though, on that hit right there, that was drifting towards territory as well. It bounced off the grass to the right of the third line, and then when it got to the dirt track, it's just still that forced Holcomb to run all the way over there to field it up instead of only.
Look at their play. He fouls it up. Strike one. Trying to move him over. Hopefully they bring in the run with Gino Jurek on deck. Martinez currently batting right now has a strike on him. So going out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Still tight one here. Did he check his swing? No, he couldn't go back for strike 2. Oh, the Blue Sox have been having a great 2-strike approach. Not swinging anything in there out of the zone. So let's see if we can get this count back to a full one. Rivas time to throw off the timing of the runner. Takes away from the breaking pitch. He was not biting it. Count currently holds at 1-2.
You got Hayes able to get out of the jam and several innings to Rivas able to do the same.
Check runner second just in case. The fake throw attempt. Still going out. That'll be the Blues' 9th hit so far this game. I'm looking with the breaking pitch for strike 3. That'll be the second out of the inning so far. So